Darci Lynne Farmer won America's Got Talent at just 12 years old, walking away with what appeared to be a $1 million prize and the world at her feet. But there was a catch that many viewers never realized. The famous $1 million prize wasn't necessarily paid as a single lump sum. Instead, winners could receive it as a 40-year annuity of $25,000 per year before taxes or choose a much smaller lump sum payment. 8 years later, however, Darci's estimated net worth has grown to around $8 million. Yet the money is only a small part of her remarkable story. The real challenge wasn't winning the competition. It was growing up after the world had frozen her in time as the shy little girl with a puppet. Before fame, Darci struggled with intense shyness. Speaking to strangers felt overwhelming, and she often hid behind her mother in restaurants rather than ordering her own food. Although she loved singing, she was terrified of performing as herself. Hoping to build her confidence, her parents enrolled her in beauty pageants and elite gymnastics, where she trained more than 30 hours each week. The breakthrough came in 2014 when, at 9 years old, she won the International Mini-Miss title at the International Cinderella Scholarship Program. During that event, she met teen ventriloquist Darci, whose performance sparked a fascination that would change Darci's life forever. After months of pleading, her parents finally bought her a puppet named Katie shortly before her 10th birthday. Katie became much more than a doll, she became Darci's voice. Guided by Darci, Darci quickly learned the fundamentals of ventriloquism, practicing tongue twisters and difficult sounds until she could make Katie seem alive. The puppet gave her confidence to perform publicly, allowing her to express herself in ways she never could alone. Within a month, she entered Edmund's Got Talent and won. Soon afterward, professional ventriloquist Gary Owen recognized her exceptional talent, became her mentor and business manager, and introduced her to Oscar, a shy mouse puppet who would become one of her signature characters. Vocal coach Tiana Plemons also joined her team, helping develop both her singing and stage presence. Between 2014 and 2017, Darci steadily built an impressive resume by winning numerous local and national competitions. She claimed titles in Oklahoma Kids, Oklahoma's Got Talent, and American Kids competitions in Branson. In 2016, she appeared on Little Big Shots, showcasing her yodeling with Katie, and later became the first child ventriloquist invited to perform at the prestigious Vent Haven International Ventriloquists Convention evening show. By age 11, it was obvious that ventriloquism was no longer just a hobby, it had become her calling. Everything changed on May 30, 2017, when Darci walked onto the America's Got Talent stage holding Petunia, her glamorous pink rabbit puppet. Nervous but determined, she told the judges that one of her dreams was to help keep the fading art of ventriloquism alive. Performing "Summertime," a song her father often sang to her, Darci stunned the audience with flawless lip control while Petunia delivered an emotional vocal performance. The judges rose to their feet, Mel B pressed the golden buzzer, and golden confetti rained down as Darci stood in disbelief. The performance quickly became one of the show's most watched viral videos, introducing millions to a young girl who had transformed crippling shyness into extraordinary confidence through her art. The golden buzzer sent Darci directly to the quarterfinals, where she continued to impress with performances featuring Oscar, Edna Dornacher, and Petunia. Her semifinals act, where Edna flirted with Simon Cowell while singing "Natural Woman," demonstrated not only technical mastery but also sharp comedic timing and character development. In the finals, she performed "With a Little Help from My Friends" alongside Oscar and Petunia despite learning the routine only one day earlier. Simon Cowell confidently predicted her victory, and on September 20, 2017, Darci Lynne Farmer was crowned the winner of America's Got Talent, becoming the first female ventriloquist ever to win the competition. Success came quickly after her victory. Her hometown performances sold out almost immediately, forcing organizers to add additional shows. Rather than committing their 12-year-old daughter to a lengthy Las Vegas residency, her parents chose touring, believing it would offer greater flexibility. They fully committed to supporting her career, with her father leaving his banking software sales job and her mother stepping away from teaching preschool. The decision proved successful as her "Darci Lynne and Friends Live" tour expanded due to overwhelming demand, establishing her as a genuine touring entertainer rather than simply a television sensation. Television opportunities soon followed. In 2018, NBC aired Darci Lynne, My Hometown Christmas, featuring stars including Lindsey Sterling, Toby Keith, Kristen Chenoweth, and Pentatonix. She made repeated appearances on America's Got Talent, talk shows, award programs, and Nickelodeon projects while continuing to refine her unique blend of singing, comedy, and ventriloquism. In 2019, she returned for America's Got Talent, The Champions, where she finished as runner-up to Shin Lim after memorable performances featuring Tina Turner songs, opera, and even a collaboration with Ralph the Dog from the Muppets. As her career evolved, so did her growing cast of memorable puppet characters. Petunia became the confident diva, Oscar remained the shy dreamer, Edna provided sarcasm and playful flirting, Katie continued as the lovable yodeler, and newer characters like Ivan the one-eyed Australian alien expanded her performances. Darci has often explained that every puppet represents a different side of her own personality, allowing her to express emotions and perspectives through each distinct character. Although many people assume the AGT prize transformed her financially overnight, Darci's long-term success came primarily from years of relentless work. Her estimated $8 million net worth has been built through sold-out tours, television appearances, private performances, speaking engagements, merchandise, and an enormous social media following across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Reports suggest that private bookings can command fees approaching $100,000, while speaking engagements may earn tens of thousands more. Rather than relying on one television victory, she steadily built an entertainment business that continued to grow year after year. Despite the financial success, adulthood presented new emotional challenges. After graduating from Deer Creek High School in 2023, following years of homeschooling that accommodated her touring schedule, Darci found herself questioning her identity. In interviews during 2026, she openly discussed struggles with anxiety, self-doubt, and trying to discover who she was beyond the image America had embraced years earlier. Her Christian faith remained an important source of strength, even as she admitted that balancing personal beliefs with the entertainment industry could sometimes feel isolating. The COVID-19 pandemic provided unexpected time for reflection, leading Darci to discover songwriting as a creative outlet. Determined to show audiences another side of herself, she appeared on America's Got Talent, Fantasy League in 2024 and made a bold decision to perform her original song, Push Our Luck, without any puppets. The performance divided the judges, with Mel B believing she was abandoning what made her unique, while Simon Cowell praised her courage to challenge expectations. Although she did not advance, Darci achieved something more important. She proved she was willing to evolve beyond the child performer audiences remembered. Her musical journey continued with original singles including Push Our Luck, Someone Wake Me Up, Takes a Melody, Hold Me, and Better Late Than Never. The self-produced music video for Push Our Luck even won Best Music Video at the Los Angeles Film Awards, confirming that her ambitions extended well beyond ventriloquism. She also expanded into acting, appearing in A Cowgirl's Song, 2022, co-writing the soundtrack song, Just Breathe, and later appearing in the 2024 film Reagan alongside Dennis Quaid. Voice acting roles in Fancy Nancy and Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? Further demonstrated her growing versatility. Away from the spotlight, Darci has remained relatively private about her personal life. She briefly discussed meeting someone at a wedding in early 2024, though later reports indicated the relationship ended. Around the same time, she moved into her own apartment with a friend, candidly admitting that independent living was more challenging than expected. Throughout every stage of her journey, her family has remained a constant source of support, with her father continuing to serve as her interim manager and her mother frequently traveling alongside her. In 2025, Darci launched her most ambitious production yet, the Up Close and Personal Tour. Unlike previous theater tours, this one focused on intimate comedy clubs seating only several hundred people, allowing audiences to experience her performances much more closely. The format challenged her because every facial movement became more visible, but it also created stronger connections with audiences. The gamble paid off, with nearly 94% of tickets sold and dozens of performances selling out across the country, including prestigious venues such as the Ryman Auditorium and the Grand Ole Opry House. Behind every effortless performance lies years of extraordinary technical discipline. Singing while practicing ventriloquism requires controlling breathing, maintaining pitch, keeping the lips motionless, operating complex puppet movements, delivering dialogue, remembering choreography, and interacting naturally with audiences, all simultaneously. Certain letters like B, P, M, and W remain especially difficult because they naturally require visible lip movement. Fellow ventriloquists have praised Darci's technique as nearly flawless, noting that her singing voice alone could support a successful career even without puppets. Today, Darci Lynne stands at an unusual crossroads. She is famous enough that millions still recognize her as the 12-year-old girl who amazed America, yet young enough to be discovering who she wants to become. Rather than abandoning ventriloquism, she continues expanding her career through music, acting, live comedy, and songwriting while embracing the characters that first gave her confidence. She has often said she hopes to be remembered not simply as the puppet girl, but as a complete entertainer, a singer, actress, ventriloquist, performer, and someday perhaps even a Broadway star. Her story is far from over. Winning America's Got Talent was only the beginning. The real achievement has been her determination to keep growing, redefining herself, and proving that the shy little girl behind the puppet was always capable of becoming so much more. If you enjoyed uncovering the real story behind Darci Lynne's incredible journey, don't forget to subscribe. We bring you the untold stories, hidden struggles, and remarkable lives of the stars you thought you knew. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our next story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.